What is going on, viewers of YouTube? Snowtrooper, guys, my review of the Toys R Us exclusive Star Wars The Black Series First Order Snowtrooper Officer from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Highlighting the box really quick does say Star Wars The Black Series at the top. If you could tell, I do have all these white smudges and dents all over the black parts of the box. That's just because the shipping box was just all messed up, but you can tell down below do have this nice red background where the figure will be placed. At the bottom we as well have the Toys R Us exclusive nice shiny chrome and a beautiful concept image of the Snowtrooper officer himself looking absolutely stunning. And we have the boarding warning labels. Sides of the box don't have too much going on, just says the First Order Snowtrooper officer with these nice lettering in the background, whilst the other side just has this really nice crisp red panel which says First Order Snowtrooper officer as well. Back of the box just says Star Wars The Black Series. Do have that again, that nice concept image of the Snowtrooper officer and some more warning labels and such at the bottom. And here's the biography of the character. If you'd like to pause and read that now, you can. As for the figure himself, he is looking really cool. I don't collect much Star Wars figures, but when I had a chance to get the Toys R Us exclusive Snowtrooper officer, especially from the new movie, I just couldn't resist. Let's take a closer look. As for the head sculpt, it's really unique. I absolutely love what they did with this. Not only is there no paint wear on mine, but it's just so freaking shiny. You can even see the reflection of my light at the forehead here, which is just a really nice bonus. Love shiny figures, but anyway, it's looking really good. I love what they did with the visor. It kind of reminds me of RoboCop in a way. I know it's not curved or anything, it's just pretty much a straight line with maybe a slight curve, but it's just looking really nice. And I do love these silver bits here on his, I guess, his two chins. We do have some nice black lining on the cheekbones as well, and just circling around we do have nice panels of black and a little bit of gray if you can't tell on the camera. I do like all these different indents. You know, these little panels right here aren't just painted on, they are indented, which is just always a nice bonus, but it's just looking very unique, and I absolutely love what they did with this. One complaint I would have is that I do have some smudges right here. Again, your figure might not have that, but mine does, and it kind of blows, but if you do have that, it shouldn't take too much away from how unique this guy's looking. And same goes for the rest of the figure. This is really nice. I absolutely love this shoulder piece right here. I just want to point that out now. I really like contrast with my figures. I'm just giving you guys 360. I really like that. His backpack is crooked, but I just think that solid piece of crisp blood red with that outlining of black just really pops the rest of the figure out, and you could tell that he has a very Darth Vader-esque chest piece right here with this little square of electronics and such. Do have nice insignias right there. Beautiful sculpting all around. Actually, it looks like armor, and the cloth that it's supposed to represent does look like cloth with all the folds and everything. Looking very beautiful. More insignia on his shoulder pads here, and I can just remove his backpack for a minute since it's considered an accessory. Pretty much plain here. It's really flat. That kind of bothers me. Some people don't like to, you know, display him with the backpack, which is understandable, but still, do like what they did with the wrists here. I can't. Is this a reuse of the standard Force Awakens Stormtrooper? The arms? I can't really remember, honestly. Haven't looked at mine in a while, but it's looking really good either way. I do love the sculpting they put on the wrists and everything, looking really beautiful. And looking at his skirt, and yes, this guy does have a skirt. Don't let that take it away from you. It's still pretty damn badass. It's a very flexible rubber. It shouldn't restrict any movement for the most part. I do like his belt here. It's very shiny, and you know, all these lines in here, they're actually indented. They're not painted on, which is always a bonus for these kind of Hasbro figures. And I'm trying to move his waist here. You could tell there's some nice ab padding. That's really awkward to say. But I wish they would have put some more paint on these little packets here. That would have been cool. Just some more black or something. And looking at his legs, you know, he's a snowtrooper, so it gets cold out, so he needs a lot of padding, so that's why he's looking a little bit chunky, especially down here where his legs are. You have this giant piece of cloth just covering his tiny little feet. Kind of funny. I kind of wish they made the feet bigger. Actually, that would have been nice, but it's still looking really cool. I do love the padding here with these pieces of armor and the black lining that straps around the calves and everything. It's looking just really beautiful with all these folds in the clothing, and yeah, and even the bottom of the feet are somewhat sculpted. They do have labels, but still. And obviously you do have pegs, since this guy is not the best at standing. As for articulation, although this guy does have a lot of rubber parts, it shouldn't restrict his movement too much. I did have some trouble at first, but you get the hang of it after you just mess around with him for a while. But his head can move left and right. Be careful not to rub some paint on these shoulder pads here. It can go up very little, down quite a bit, and just can wobble. His arms can fully rotate. It'll go out and in, forward, back, however you want. He does have the elbow rotation as well as a 90-degree rotation. His wrists can fully rotate as well as go out and in, not side to side, since it's just one joint right here. It's a little bit difficult to get to his ab section here, but you can manage. You can go forward that much, back that much, side to side, and can actually fully rotate. I don't recommend doing that just because paint wear, and I know this guy's all white, but I'm paranoid. His legs, again, a lot of rubber parts here, shouldn't be too bad. Can go forward that much, not that much back, obviously. Can't really do the splits, but you can work with it. He does have some thigh rotation there, which is always nice. Two joints at, trying to get away from this rubber here, at the knee, and his feet can go forward, back, and he does have angle pivot. As for size, this guy does scale great with other Force Awakens Black Series figures. I do have the standard Force Awakens Stormtrooper. I do prefer him still. I don't know why. He's just a little bit more sleek, but this guy's still a good addition. As for Kylo Ren, I know you can't really see him. This guy's gonna be a bitch to do a review on because I have the black background, but Kylo Ren is taller, and these guys just scale fantastic together. And here he is next to Deadshot just for the kick of it. You could tell that he is substantially you know, shorter than your DC Collectibles figure. And here he is next to my alpaca. As for accessories, the Snowtrooper officer does come with a pretty badass rifle. Now, can somebody tell me, you see these little pieces that just extend out of the guns, and it's the same for most of them. Is that like a magazine or something, or is it supposed to clip onto him? I'm pretty sure it doesn't clip onto him, just a magazine, but it's been botheringly late me, and I'm not the most precise expert on Star Wars stuff, but either way, this thing is pretty cool. I do love the detail they put on this. Very shiny metallic black. The white is very crisp. Not too many paint smudges, and it fits great in his hand, so, you know, pretty good. And this would not be a Snowtrooper if he did not have his signature Snowtrooper backpack, which is totally a lie, because I don't even know if that's a signature thing, but either way, it's pretty cool. You know, I do like these silver and black bits here. Looking pretty plain, actually, which is a good thing. You know, it's a Snowtrooper, or Stormtrooper. You do have some nice paneling of black and silver just going all around. Obviously, the inside is not painted at all, and I don't know why this is curved. That bothers me. The stupidest things bother me, people. And if you do want to put the backpack on him, you can tell there's a hole right here, peg right here, so you just plop it in, straighten it out. Very flexible, doesn't get in the way of his movement at all, and if you do want to, you could put his gun in this hand, and, you know, he has a great finger for the trigger. Fits on really tight. It's not, you know, it's not going anywhere, which is kind of nice. Now, the one thing I do have trouble with is putting kind of both hands on this. It's kind of a biatch to do, and it just doesn't look that great, you know. This hand's a little bit wonky, but, you know, it still works from far away. So overall, this is a must-have. If you do have an opportunity to pick up the Toys R Us exclusive Black Series Snowtrooper Officer, I highly recommend you do. This guy is very unique, great accessories, great features, and just overall something I would want in my collection, and this is why I picked it up. And with that said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you viewers do on a daily basis, and I will see you guys in my next video.